Hello students, in previous video we have discussed about mixture. There are two types of mixture, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So in last video we have discussed about homogeneous mixture. Okay, so just revise homogeneous mixture. Mixture, we know it is the mixture of two or more elements. Just mixing by in any proportion. Okay, so there are two types of mixture, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. In previous video we have discussed about homogeneous mixture. So what is homogeneous mixture? Here the constituent of this mixture are uniformly mixed throughout the mixture. So the type of homogeneous mixture is solution. It is the uniform composition. Okay, it has only a single phase. The solution has a single phase. For example, salt solution. Here salt dissolved in water and that solution is called salt solution. Here solution is equal to solute plus solvent. It means solution is made up of solute and solvent. What is solute? The component that present in solution in less proportion. What is solvent? The component that present in solution in large proportion. Here solute dissolved in solvent and we get solution. Okay. So now let's discuss about heterogeneous mixture. We know what is heterogeneous mixture. Here components of this mixture are not uniformly mixed throughout the mixture. Okay, for example, water and oil. We know water does not dissolve in water. So we can see here two phases. In solution, it has a single phase, but here in heterogeneous mixture, we can see two or more phases. So there are two types of heterogeneous mixture. One is suspension and second one colloid. One is suspension and second one colloid. These are the two types of heterogeneous mixture. It means they have more than one phase. Okay. Here, first look at the properties of suspension. What is suspension? You know, suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. Here, components of this mixture are not mixed uniformly throughout the mixture. It contains solid with liquid. Diameter of this solute means the solid particle that dissolve in the solvent. Okay, so the diameter of this solute particles is greater than 10⁻⁴ meter. Okay, then the phases are separate and that we can see with naked eyes. Okay, here in suspension they have two or more phases and we can see with naked eyes. It means they are visible. These phases are visible to us. Then the phases can be separated by filtration. We can separate these two phases by the process of filtration. Okay, when we filter this solution, this mixture, okay, then we can separate these two phases. Then example, sand and water. When we take water in a beaker and then add sand into this water, then we know here solute does not dissolve in water. In solvent, in suspension, they are solid with liquid. For example, sand and water. Here sand is solid and water is liquid. Okay. Here in this suspension, solute does not dissolve in solvent. Here sand also did not dissolve in water. So we can see there are two phases. One phase of sand and second phase of water. Okay. And these two phases we can see with naked eyes. It means these phases are visible to us. Then the diameter of solute is greater than 10⁻⁴ meter. These phases are separate, sand phase and water phase, and they can be seen. Then phases can be separated by filtration. When we filter this sand and water mixture by filtration, then it can be filtered. Okay, so the sand and water mixture is the suspension. Then second example, sand and alcohol. Here sand also does not dissolve in alcohol, and that is why we can see two phases. First one sand and second one water, and these are visible to us, and these phases can be separated by filtration process, and that is why this mixture is suspension. Do you understand what is suspension? Here we know suspension is a type of heterogeneous mixture. Then it contains solid with liquid. It contains more than two phases. Then diameter of solute is greater than 10⁻⁴ meter. Phases are separate and can be seen. Phases can be separated by filtration process. For example, sand and water, and second one sand and alcohol. Okay. Now let's discuss about colloid mixture. The second type of heterogeneous mixture is colloid. Okay. So what is the difference between suspension and colloid? See, colloid also contains solid with liquid. Colloid also contains solid with liquid. Here diameter of solute is of 10⁻⁴ meter. Here it is greater than 10⁻⁴ meter, but here it is 10⁵ meter. Then separate phases cannot be seen. Here in this heterogeneous mixture, phases are separate, but we cannot see with our naked eyes. Okay, so these are not visible to us. These phases are separate, but not visible to us. Phases cannot be separated by filtration, and that is why these phases we cannot be separated by filtration process. For example, milk. We know milk is a heterogeneous mixture because it contains fats, protein, water. Okay, milk contains fats, protein, water. There are different components together in any proportion. That is why it is mixture. But we cannot see these different phases. We cannot see fat. We cannot see protein. Okay, and that is why this is colloid mixture. Okay, and we cannot separate protein and fat by filtration. We cannot see protein and fat by filtration process. That is why it is colloid mixture. Okay, it is a type of example of colloid. Then the second example, smoke. We know smoke is a mixture of air and carbon particles. Here we cannot see carbon particles, and that is why this smoke is an example of colloid. But it contains two phases, carbon particles and air phase. Okay, but we cannot see separately these two phases with our naked eyes. Okay, and that is why this is an example of colloid. Do you understand what is the difference between suspension and colloid? These are the both type of heterogeneous mixture. Here solute does not dissolve in solvent. Here also solute does not dissolve in solvent. It contains two or more phases. But here phases are separate and that are visible. Here separate phases cannot be seen with naked eyes. Okay, it means they are not visible. Okay, then phases can be separated by filtration, but here phases cannot be separated by filtration process. And the last word is example. Okay, Here from suspension sand and water and mixture of sand and alcohol. Here from colloid, the example milk and smoke, etc. Okay. So this is the difference between suspension and colloid. So write down in your notebook. Students, we have already discussed about element, compound and mixture and their types also. Okay. Now there are some question and answer regarding to this topic. The first question is, what is the difference between compound and mixture? So answer is, the first point from the compound, components are chemically joined. Here components of compound are chemically joined. In mixture, the components of mixture are mixed together, only mixed, and here they are chemically joined. Then the second point of the answer, the components of compounds are in fixed proportion, and here components of mixture are in any proportion. Okay. The third point of the answer, properties of components are different from compound. Okay. The components of compounds, there are some properties. Okay. And these properties are different from the compound. Here components of mixture retain their properties, retain their original properties. Okay. For example, lemon juice. Okay, sharbat. Here in sharbat, the lemon retain their original property, does not change their property in sharbat. Sugar also retain their original property, that is sweet. In sharbat it is not changed. So components of mixture retain their original properties. The example of compound, water, sugar, etc. And the example of mixture, milk, air, etc. Then the second question of this topic, why water is compound? Why water is compound? The answer is, the component of water, that is hydrogen and oxygen, are chemically joined. We see the difference, components are chemically joined in compound. Okay. So the first point of answer, the component of water, that is hydrogen and oxygen, are chemically joined. Then the second point, proportion of hydrogen and oxygen are fixed in water. Okay. We know the formula of water, H2O. This is the water formula. It contains the 2 hydrogen atom and a single oxygen atom. So this is the fixed proportion, 2:1. The atomic ratio is 2:1. So that is the fixed proportion in water. Here the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen are fixed in water, that is 2:1. Then third point of answer, properties of water are different from hydrogen and oxygen. We know the components of water are hydrogen and oxygen. Here hydrogen and oxygen both gas. Okay, both are gases. But what from that water is liquid. The states are changed from the compound and these components. Here hydrogen and oxygen are gases instead, but the water formed by these 2 components is in liquid in state. Okay, so this is the difference in their properties. So the third point of answer is, properties of water are different from the hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so write down this question answer in your notebook.